We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, the process in Philly has finally started yielding big results. The Sixers have star players and tremendous fans who stood by them through the lean years, and they're ecstatic at what they're seeing on the court. There are a handful of elite teams in the East, Kevin, but the Sixers are confident they belong with the best of them.
They certainly can. Well done, DA. Thank you. Tonight, two teams, Chris, that love to run the ball through the post. I think you would have loved playing on either side as you take a look at these teams.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, to be in that spot, I mean, think about it. That's where Draymond Green loves to be in the most, where he can facilitate. You can actually play the point guard from the post side. You can see over your left shoulder or right shoulder. I think it's a better angle, actually, to see everyone. Every defender can't lock into you, and one strong cut with integrity from your teammates, oh, they'll get a wide open bucket.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Dion Waiters. And Harrell's in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Philadelphia, they've got Howard. He's out there with Embiid. Ben Simmons is out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Thibault in at the two-guard spot. Now here is Harris. Inside, and stolen by Harrell. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And James throws it down.
A sensational speed from James, a force of nature in the open court with his combination of quickness and athleticism.
Now the pass to Thibault. Back to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Simmons. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
James against Harris. Poked away. Embiid with the steal. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. There's one of the most versatile scorers in the game, Tobias Harris. He had some great teachers, too, including Hall of Famer George the Iceman Gervin.
Yeah, well, check this out, Kevin. His father was Gervin's agent late in his career. I mean, from age 10, Tobias got to train at Gervin's facility every summer. And they still work out to this day. That's a real one. Harris learning from a great how to get buckets.
That's good from Harris.
And last season, the Sixers unveiling a Dr. J statue on their Legends Walk outside the team training facility.
Oh, yeah, his second statue in Philly. I mean, the other one is down by the stadium. At that Legend Walk, you know who he joins? Wilt Chamberlain, Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, Billy Cunningham, Al Greer. That's some good company to be in. Some great history for the Sixers. Well, you look at Tobias Harris, I mean, it's remarkable the way he's improved. His confidence from three-point range, a huge part of it.
Now here is Davis. Last game, 26 points. James misses.
He's not an easy man to stop, but he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Outside, Simmons. And stolen by James. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Oh, you got to love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots the open man with ease.
Well, you look at Harris's long-range shooting. Nothing special, Chris, through the first 6 years of his career. But then he turned it around.
Well, Kevin, you know he had laser eye surgery in the summer of 2017. And after that, his shooting improved dramatically. Man, I got to go get surgery now. Anyway, maybe he should be a spokesperson based on how well it worked out for him.
It's good.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Now here's Simmons. Embiid kicks to Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get a hand on it, and stolen by James. Schroeder, left side. Back to LeBron. fader on the way. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. Trailing by 2. Pass to Embiid. Over Harrell. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Making outstanding use of the mid-range area. The big man, Embiid, he enjoys mixing this shot up in from time to time.
Now here is Davis. Count that bucket. Davis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Thibault. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Simmons. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
James with the bucket.
Such blinding speed on the drive. I mean, James is a force of nature when he's on the attack.
Outside, Simmons. Shoots over Schroeder. No good from Simmons.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Waiters passes to James. That one doesn't drop. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Harris kicks to Simmons. Pass to Thibault. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Well, it's such a boost. I mean, not something you want to have to count on every night, but you can tell how much they trust their reserves.
Now here's Waiters after LeBron James's miss. Launches it. Again, James missing.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Howard. And he converts the layup.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and timing he possesses is just a lethal concoction.
LeBron James on the wing. Waiters outside. Off target with his 3. The 76ers trail. Harris outside. Floats one up. That shot misses. Great D that time from Harrell. From downtown. And the rebound goes to Howard. The 76ers have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Here's Thibault. Howard trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Thibault. And that ties it up.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about shooting.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Harris. Great showing for him last season. He put up about 20 points per game last season, 8 rebounds and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Harris outside. Second chance shot. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Raiders for three. It's hauled in by Thibault. The 76ers shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Here's Simmons. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Davis.
Oh, look, his footwork, his balance. Simpson stays in control when attacking the defense.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play. And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
Curry's checked in for Philadelphia. On defense, the Lakers. Howard finds Harris. And there's the pass to Embiid. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Kuzma passes to LeBron. Back to Kuzma. Over Simmons. No good off the back of the rim.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
Free throw, good. Waiters.
Yeah, and I love the fans in Philly. They're notoriously prickly, though. They expect hard-nosed effort. If not, they'll let you hear about it.
That one misses. Yes, you're talking about the Philly fans. They were even booing their team in that conference semifinal round against Toronto.
Yeah, they got nervous with the season on the line. You can't take it personal. In Philly, they love you just as much as they boo you.
Now here's Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, what you can appreciate about Simmons is his all-around game. I mean, he can score, he can pass, I mean, he can rebound, and he does it all at an efficient rate.
The 76ers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Simmons. You know what, Chris? Speed at any position is so vital. Who are the fastest big guys in the game right now that you admire and just can't believe how they go baseline to baseline?
Oh, but the first one that comes to mind is Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a Greek freak, but he's a freak of nature in basketball. His speed, his length, his athletic ability. Love seeing him. And I say a close second, Anthony Davis. And don't forget about Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, a lot of guys that love running the floor and put that pressure on the defense every time by getting out.
And yes, it's good. 6 points for LeBron.
Physical D. When LeBron, the body control, the focus, it really doesn't matter.
Curry kicks to Howard. Curry against Waiters. And Curry, here we go. Embiid. And he lays it straight in. Embiid's got it all tied up now for Philadelphia.
I love how the big man slips after setting the screen. Embiid, solid at creating opportunities for himself off these sets.
Kuzma passes to James. Simmons against Schroeder. 5 on the clock. The tricky little pass fake there, working well. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the night.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, showing that short area skill allows him to create some space.
Now here's Curry. And stolen by Harrell. The drive by James.
Man, you gotta love watching James sky for the slam. I mean, demonstrating how high he can get up off the drive.
Simmons, the bounce pass. Howard dishes to Simmons. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
The Lakers in the lead. Schroeder outside. Trying to get open is Kuzma.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Pass to Howard. Outside, Simmons. Bobbed up there for Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Now, this is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Lays it up and banks it in. LeBron's got 10.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now Curry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Trying to get open is Kuzma. And it's Schroeder missing. The 76ers trail by 4. Simmons passes to Curry. Back to Simmons. From the baseline. Here's Embiid, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Oh, you better know where Embiid is. I mean, when you lose sight of him, he'll kill you on the boards.
LeBron against Harris. Here's Harrell. Rebound by the 76ers. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Simmons dishes to Harris. Back to Simmons. Good. And Harris gets the assist. 9 points for Ben Simmons.
Oh, tremendous strength. I mean, Simmons is a rock-solid scoring option around the rim.
Harris against James. Schroeder outside. His 3-pointers off the mark. It's all tied in Philadelphia. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning, it was a little bit hard to like express myself. Obviously, I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Governing the split of second chance opportunities, Jay. I mean, that's what has them in the lead after one.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Curry. Embiid is out there with Howard. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Milton in at the three. Curry's shot is off. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Nice shot by Rondo.
You got to close up any lane to the rim. If you don't, Rondo is merciless in exploiting it.
Outside Curry. Passes it to Howard. Kicks to Embiid. Over Harrell. Here's Howard. Goes up again. Here's Embiid. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Rondo. Harrell dishes to Rondo. And it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard controlling the defense.
Burks on the wing. Guarded by Kuzma. The pass to Milton. Back to Howard. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
It's hard to know what to do in these situations. Look, Howard is intelligent. He always knows where to roll to the right spot.
And it's Rondo penetrating, and they pick up 2. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And some great moments for Rajon Rondo. Helped Boston to a title back in 2008. And as we know, he's a 4-time All-Star.
Yeah, one of the most honorary, toughest, and smartest players in the league. Devours films. I mean, he makes his son watch film. You see that his 4-year-old son is watching film with him. What's going on, man? But he's made it clear. Once his playing days are done, he wants to be an NBA coach.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first. Hey, Chris, this year pioneer Chuck Cooper inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Long overdue, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was the first African-American player ever to be drafted. I mean, let's just think about that. The Jackie Robinson of basketball. He paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire his number 11 and have it hang up in that famed Raptors of theirs over there.
I agree. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Burks.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's LeBron. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Oh, powerful presence on the court. It's hard to match James' strength inside.
Rondo against Burks. Pass to Milton. Here's Embiid. Howard trying to free himself up. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Embiid.
Now, what a baller this guy is. The big fella, Embiid. I mean, he welcomes getting physical and overwhelms the defense with his size and muscle.
Now here's Rondo. Tries it from 9. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Rondo. And it's 8 points for Davis.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Passes to Green. Here's Milton. James covering. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Embiid kicks to Burks. Over Rondo. Burks can't get it to go. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Dwight Howard.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Down low, Davis. No good there. Good D by Howard. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now, here's Burks. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Davis.
A championship standard in LA with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we both looked up in the rafters and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18,
2 shot.
19.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And with Embiid and Ben Simmons both at their best in the paint, maybe not the ideal fit if you're the Sixers and you had to trade one of them. Which is it?
Oh, man, that's so tough. They're both great players, GA, but Embiid, his health remains a question mark. And Simmons, you know, imagine if you have a team of shooters built around him like Giannis in Milwaukee. That's a tough question. Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Rondo finds Caldwell Pope. Loads it up for Davis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Burks with it. Floats one, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
James, the pass to Davis. Trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Free throw, no good.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
He hits the second from the line.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Last season, he played outstanding, putting in about 26 points per, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
Here's Milton. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. Pass to Howard. It's not going to go for him. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
Not much else the defense can do. Howard is very skilled at converting this close to the bucket.
LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. All players look for an edge, Chris. For example, certain guys are just so deceptive with the ball in their hands. I mean, you're always looking for whatever can give you that advantage.
2 of the best players, and people can complain as much as they want, but Harden getting to the line is genius because he knows how you're guarding him, and basically you got to stay away from him to guard him because he's so skilled. And by the way, Curry does the same thing, and Curry, one of the smaller players in the league, but always finding a way to take the contact, take the bump, but to get the scoring up. And I think as a fan, for me, I know as a fan, for me, it's fun watching the cat and mouse game between the offensive player and the defender, seeing who can get the best of each other while involving the ref.
They just control their bodies so well. They know exactly what they need to do to get that call.
And it's all on the spur of the moment. I mean, this is
right.
All on the fly. Such genius to watch play.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He's just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
Here's Embiid. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Embiid's got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Rondo looking over the floor. There's the pass to James. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Davis against Howard. Davis kicks to Rondo. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the 76ers. Pass to Milton. Banked in off the glass. Milton's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Rondo finds James. Loads it up for Davis. Got a piece of it. Howard with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Fires it up. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Passes it to James. And finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Now here's Howard. He's got 12. Here's Milton. Pass to Embiid. Howard trying to free himself up. Morris with the rebound. The Lakers trail. And LeBron throws it down.
That's just crazy athleticism from James. His vertical is through the roof.
Kicks it to Embiid. Here's Milton. This game we saw him score 14. The pass to Howard. Here's Milton. For Davis. They get it again, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him. Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Ben Simmons comes in for Shake Milton. So it's the Lakers now. LeBron outside. Back to Rondo. Clock at 6. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Simmons passes to Green. He kicks it to Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. Morris against Burks. No good from 11 feet.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
It's stolen by Green. Simmons against James. Simmons passes to Harris. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Monday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz. Right side, Simmons. Shot clock at 5. To stop the drought. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And let's take a look now at Joel Embiid's numbers. Coming off a terrific season. 2nd in rebounding, 4th in scoring, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. Basket good.
You got to be in awe, James, an offensive juggernaut. It's caught fire here tonight.
Up top, Burks. He's covered by Rondo. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Now, that's how you lead your teammate into an easy scoring chance. I love that assist.
And so here is Philadelphia following the bucket by the Lakers. Pass to Burks. Embiid inside. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Embiid.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
LeBron dishes to Davis. Floats it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Simmons. 9 points in the game so far. Back to Burks. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And the Lakers with some changes. Harrell comes in for Markieff Morris. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for James. .40 seconds left in the first half of the game. Left side, Davis. Back to Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Embiid, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Dwight, what has your approach been so far tonight?
Just trying to play with a lot of energy. Do the best I can on the defensive end to help my teammates out. Most hard.
Dwight, thanks. Good luck in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals. An extremely potent first 2 quarters for him. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, they remind me of Arizona. They were flat defensively. They didn't collapse at the end. They allowed over 50% shooting. I expect them to come out much more aggressive in the second half and try to take the lead early on.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Dion Waiters is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Davis in at the 4 spot. Now here's Schroeder. 6 to shoot. Harrell trying to free himself up. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Schroeder finds Rondo. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Embiid against Harrell. Here's the floater. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Simmons. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with the broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. For Los Angeles, they have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. James checked in for Rajon Rondo. Schroeder hits them both. And here is Simmons. He's got 11. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Harris passes to Thibault. And no good that time.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim. That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Embiid inside. Harrell on him. Just 5 on the clock. Fades. Rebounded by the Lakers. Schroeder outside. Loads it up there for Harrell. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Thibault. He has 5. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Hit works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's Embiid. Thibault, the pass to Harris. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead for Los Angeles. They've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Schroeder passes to Harrell. LeBron against Harris. Over Harris, and LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Davis. And now 24 points for LeBron.
Well, that makes him 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
Here's Thibault. 8 points for him. Chalk up 2 there. Thibault's got 8 points here in this quarter. Los Angeles leading by 3. Passes it to Harrell. The dish to James. Nobody near Schroeder. Misses the 3. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 14 points.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those typicals.
Here's Schroeder. Here's Davis. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists tonight.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Pass to Simmons. The pass to Howard. It's over Schroeder. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 1 in the bucket from Howard.
Look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent and looking to get them going.
And they double up LeBron. To the inside, Harrell. No good on the shot. Good D by Embiid. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Knocked away. Here's Thibault. He's got 10. Embiid wide open. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. He's got 15.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Now here's Simmons after LeBron James's miss. Pass to Howard. Here's Thibault. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Waiters outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one. Philadelphia's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Simmons against Schroeder. Hit the hook shot. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Curry's checked in. Now Schroeder, 8 points for him. Davis kicks it over to Schroeder. He dishes it to Harrell. Passes to Waiters. Schroeder outside. 5 on the clock. The 15-footer. LeBron can't get it to go. The 76ers have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. And Simmons slams it in.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes to the throwdown.
In the corner, Harrell with it. Trying to get open, it's Davis. And Harrell, the bucket on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Curry dishes to Simmons. Shoots over Schroeder. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Dishes to Davis. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for James. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, 27 points per, 8 assists and 8 rebounds. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
Now here's Curry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Embiid. He gets that one. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And the Lakers call time here. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. 4th, Joel Embiid.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Davis, the pass to James. And Davis now top of the key. Harrell trying to free himself up. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots as we approach the 4th quarter. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Embiid, the pass to Thibault. Shoots the 3. They get it back. And Davis sends it back. Here's Waiters. And Simmons with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim,
is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
To the paint, and he uses the glass on the layup. And that's now 19 points for Joel Embiid.
Can't let Embiid get comfortable inside. When he's this close, he's adept at burning the defense.
Floats it up for James. Here's Thibault. He's got 10. Wants to get it to Simmons and does.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Bounce pass, Schroeder. Here's LeBron. Los Angeles with another miss. Philadelphia leading by 3.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
Here's Thibault. Curry outside. Hits the three-point bomb. And it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
And they get it. A nice shot by LeBron. LeBron's got 26 points. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
Lakers trail by 4. Feeds it to Schroeder. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got assist number 5 here tonight.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Waiters. .41 seconds left in the third quarter. Inside, here's Thibault. Makes it off the glass. Thibault's got 10 points here in the second half.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
Rondo kicks to Kuzma. Back to Rondo. Schroeder outside. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Curry on the wing. Back to Simmons. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Can't get it to fall. And we've reached the end of the third. 76ers lead by 4. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The 76ers leading by 4. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons, and it's Korkmaz in the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Kuzma, that's good.
The quick instinct of Kuzma. He's going to know when to go after steals.
Pass to Embiid. Schroeder against Curry. With the teardrop. Davis with some nice D.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Count that one.
Incredible concentration from the big man. Knock Kuzma around all you want. He's committed to scoring inside.
Now here's Simmons. Kicks it to Harris. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Buries it from three-point range. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Now, we've seen an improvement in this aspect of Harris's game. I mean, his ability to stretch the floor with the shooting, nice.
Back to Rondo. Schroeder outside. Now the pass to Davis. Over Harris. That one off the back iron and out. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And it's good for 2. And that's now 17 points for Ben Simmons.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Back to Rondo. Schroeder looking over the floor. And Davis puts it in.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Curry against Davis. Outside Curry. Outside Simmons. For the 3. The shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Simmons against Rondo. And they double up Davis. Now here's Rondo. Right at the free throw line. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Simmons passes to Korkmaz. Back to Simmons. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Harris. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, throughout Harris's career, he has worked on building up his body, putting that added strength to good use on these tough finishes.
Outside Davis. Schroeder outside. Shoots over Curry. And it's Schroeder missing. The 76ers leading by 5. Simmons with it. Ball's knocked loose. Harris trying to get free. And that one's good. Simmons got the lead up to 7 now for Philadelphia. Rondo against Simmons. A floater, and Rondo finishes inside.
And at his best is Rondo when he's attacking in the paint. Beautiful little floater there. Easy to get it up and over the defense.
Now here's Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Outside Curry. Lets a floater go. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great tee that time from Davis. Schroeder against Harris. 2 points. That one goes. And now just a 3-point 76ers lead.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
Well, you know, Greg, this is why coaches preach ball security to their teams. That sequence right there.
Now here is Harris. Here's Curry. Great D that time from Harrell.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Curry on the wing. He's covered by Rondo. Tries it from 9. And here is Simmons. And another turnover here by Philadelphia.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession waster.
Howard's checked in for Korkmaz. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Caldwell Pope's checked in to take the lead, and it's Davis laying it in. Davis has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the 76ers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Los Angeles making a switch here. James is checked in. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Got to appreciate the scoring ability of Howard, a hulk of a player who knows how to get into a comfort zone.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Getting some solid looks for them.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Great instincts, relentless. Seems like he's getting to every miss.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Yeah, Kevin, this is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Harrell finds James. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Howard. Simmons against Hunt. Pass to Harris. Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. LeBron passes to Davis, and it's good. 2 points. Davis has got 15 points in just the second half.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Rondo against Simmons. Here's Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
That's good from Harris. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Dion Waiters checked in for Caldwell Pope, and Harris drops them both.
I mean, look, every year Harris looks more confident. He goes through stretches where he can dominate.
Los Angeles calls timeout. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
Oh, yeah, no question what they'll be talking about in this timeout. They need to figure out some way to slow him down.
Present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwight Howard.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that shot.
And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Simmons. pass to Howard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
On the wing, Harris. And there's the pass to Thibault. Outside, Simmons. And the dunk by Embiid.
Offensive game of the big fella. I mean, Embiid's game is so polished. That's why you can't let him get hot.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Raiders for three. Rebound by the 76ers. Harris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but this off night has definitely been one factor here.
Lakers trail by 5. Schroeder outside. Unable to get that one. Simmons with the defensive effort. Philadelphia's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. They'll double him with Arrow. Back to Embiid. Davis with some nice D. The Lakers shooting at 51%. Really solid. Puts it up for Davis. And Embiid pulls it down.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
There's Schroeder. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. And that one drops. 14 points for Dennis Schroeder. The 76ers leading by 5. Pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault. He's defended by Hill. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. Lakers shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. James against Harris. The drive by James. Schroeder outside. 6 on the shot clock. Hacks down the step back Jay. Schroeder's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in work.
Lakers trail by 4. To the inside. Here's Davis. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Howard. Here's Thibault. And the shot is long. And Los Angeles guys shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Oh, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Now here's Simmons. Passes it to Thibault. Oh, the lob for Simmons. It's stolen by Davis.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1. good from Harrell.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Get about the pressure. He was perfect. No choice but to look for the 3.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 3. 19 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, they have a little time to work with. The most important thing is to make whatever you take.
To the paint. There's Schroeder. Good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
Oh, yeah, Cal. And there's no question. When Embiid is healthy, he's a problem. I mean, a versatile, confident big man with a high ceiling.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 3. There's 14 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. What's your take, guys?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, they have a little time to work with. The most important thing is to make whatever you take.
LeBron dishes to Waiters. He's off from 3.
They came close there to tying it up.
That was a really important possession, especially at this stage of the game. Painful miss.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
I love watching Howard still doing his thing out there. A nightly double-double threat.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Let's see what they run here. This is not the time to panic. Work the offense.
And so they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Oh, you got to just have a sense of calm at the line. He has it here, and he just put the game to bed.
So Philadelphia wins it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
Been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. These guys have known each other, Clark, for a long time. There should be very few surprises tonight.
I agree with you, Kevin. Two veteran teams here, and that means that execution becomes the driving force in success.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Harrell in at the 5. Embiid with the steal. Now Simmons, the pass to Howard. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Pass to Harrell. Kicks to James. Fires for 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
Now here's LeBron. You saw him with 29 points last game. The quick look, no good that time. And Harris wide open. He shoots again, Philadelphia.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Davis. 26 points for him last game against Houston. With the floater. Doesn't go that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Davis against Simmons. Shot clock at 6. And here's Harris from the arc. Kept alive. There's Embiid. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
Man, I tell you what, I love how Embiid doesn't shy away from contact. He's skilled at finding ways to get to that foul line. You know, guys, it's not surprising to hear that Joel Embiid gets a lot of inspiration from Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Both came to the game late. Both represent the continent of Africa. And Embiid really kind of modeled his game after Hakeem, and that's a heck of a model.
free throw missing. And when he first came to America, what a great story this is. Embiid's coach in Cameroon sent him a DVD of Hakeem's highlights.
And that was a good start for Embiid, and good work by you, Kevin, to dig up that factoid. Very nicely done. But you're right, Embiid said he watched that tape every day for 3 years, and you can see evidence of him watching that tape and how he plays. Guys, it's crazy to think that Joel Embiid once considered quitting the game. I mean, his first practice at Kansas, a senior dunked on him so hard he went to the coach and said, maybe I should get out of this stuff. Luckily, the coach talked him down, and now we see one of the best in the league.
And some real adversity for Joel Embiid after leaving Kansas. Foot injuries costing him the first 2 years, Clark, of his career. And then, back in Cameroon, the tragic passing of his beloved brother.
Yeah, that's a hard road to hoe, and adversity oftentimes, while painful, can steel us for the promised land or positive outcomes. And, Embiid really driven by his goal to inspire others in Africa to make a better life, and that drove him to be where he is now.
First free throw is good.
And, when you've played over a decade and a half in the league, it's expected that you're going to slow down, but LeBron still going strong.
And James drills them both.
And, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Now here's Simmons. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Here's James after Ben Simmons' bucket.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Bobbed up there for Howard.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
James against Harris. With some arc, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Harris.
When LeBron has it inside like that, it's almost impossible to stop him. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
Free throw good, LeBron. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Now here's Schroeder after the miss from Joel Embiid. And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Frank Vogel for just a minute. Two sides have split their meetings this season, and I asked Coach what he thought the difference between those two games were. He said, I know Philly loves to talk about the process. Well, in one game, they processed us. In the next, we processed them. I'm sure I'm not using that the right way, but the fact is we need to come out and play with fire tonight. No, Coach, you're not using that the right way, but we get your meaning. Guys.
Thanks, David. Here is Howard, following the basket by LeBron James. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Waiters outside, inside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Pass to Embiid. Out to the wing. Here's Thibault. He's guarded by Davis.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Good D by Howard.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Passes to Milton. Embiid with it. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. They could use a bucket, and the layup is good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Schroeder, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Good on the shot.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault. Down low, here's Howard, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Rockets. Embiid, the pass to Milton. Back to Embiid. From deep. They grabbed their own miss. Howard. And the rejection by LeBron.
LeBron, one of those players who gets fired up by defense as much as offense, and that block going to put a major bounce in his step.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now here's Embiid. Shot from the wing. That's good on the jump shot. And the 76ers lead by 1.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
Here's James. He's got 6. Pass to Thibault. The 3-ball. It doesn't go for him. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Simmons against Schroeder. To the paint. No good from LeBron.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Embiid is a very assertive player, a player who fights the defense on these contact finishes and does so with confidence.
James dishes to Harrell. Davis kicks to Harrell. Waiters surveying the D. Here's Davis to the middle. And the rejection by Embiid.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Thibault. Back to Simmons. Passes it to Embiid. And here is Simmons. From deep. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 26 points a game last year, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Curry's checked in. Inside, Waiters. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. And the Lakers lead by 1.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And, you know, questions for the Sixers about fit between their 2 young stars in Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are legitimate questions, because when young players are that talented, sometimes it's hard for them to sacrifice their own games for the good of the team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And for Simmons and Embiid, a clash of styles, too. Simmons, you know, Clark, is at his best in transition.
And, you know, Embiid, guys, is more a half-court threat, attacking in the post. Long term, I think they'll figure it out, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays out between those 2.
Burks, he's checked in for the 76ers. And both free throws good for Curry.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. For 3. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pistons. Simmons passes to Curry. Embiid with it. Tipped away and stolen by Harrell. Floats it up for James.
And, you know, LeBron's a threat to score as soon as he touches it, Kevin. Such an aggressive offensive player with great skill.
We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. And the pass to Simmons. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Schroeder passes to James. Back to Schroeder. The shot misses. AT that time from Curry. Simmons left side. He kicks to Curry. Now here's Embiid. 5 to shoot. Curry dishes to Howard. Shoots over Schroeder. Howard can't hit.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Count that one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for LeBron. Here's Curry. Excellent D there from Waiters. Schroeder finds James. The 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Alec Burks is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Simmons in at the 3 slot.
You got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
The 76ers trail by 4.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold.
Whoa! Are you kidding me? And the amazing moves of Simmons. I mean, he's just so much fun to watch when he's got the ball in his hand.
Kuzma with it. 14 points from him the last game against Houston. Nice shot by Rondo.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Embiid. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Embiid's got 5 now.
Boy, a large frame and nimble feet and great strength allow Embiid to be bully balling guys down low.
Rondo passes to LeBron, and the dunk by LeBron.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Pass to Simmons. Over James. Here's Embiid, and there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Davis.
And you guys know JoJo loves busting out these dunks. What an athlete.
Left side, Davis. Pass to LeBron. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assist. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Embiid kicks to Simmons. Kuzma pulls it in.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Here's Harris, and Davis sends it back. LeBron against Curry, and LeBron throws it down.
You know, at 6'8", with the ball skills that James has, he handles it like a guard. He can get wherever he wants to off the dribble.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Danny Green, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Outside Curry. Passes it to Burks. To the inside. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Harris.
You know, you can't allow Harris to get comfortable there now, guys. I mean, once he gets the positioning he wants, you're toast.
There's the pass to Kuzma. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Davis. Over Embiid. And it's Davis missing. For Philadelphia, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Curry on the wing. Guarded by Kuzma. And Embiid gets it to go.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
James, the pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Burke finds Embiid. Back to Burks. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
And here's a look at the stats for Joel Embiid. He's coming off an excellent season, putting in about 27 points a game, 13 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Curry from deep three-point land.
And always good to see Rondo being active defensively, more than capable of shutting down his man.
You know, after the Sixers were knocked out in the second round for the second straight year, there was some speculation, and I think unmerited, whether Brett Brown might be let go as head coach. The players voiced their support and made the decision easier to bring him back, and I think it was the right one. He's done a fantastic job as the leader of the Sixers.
Curry kicks to Burks. Back to Curry. Inside. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Burks.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Coach Brown Clark captained the ship through some real rough times in the beginning.
And, you know, Kevin, I think for that reason and the job he's done here recently, he's earned the right to see this thing through. It's a result-oriented profession. I know that, and I understand it. But this is a team built to contend, and that's the expectation, and I'd like to see Brett relax on the first.
And he makes the first. Clark, we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but
recently, or not too long ago, Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, the former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Second, Joel Embiid.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Here's Harris.
You know, you want to keep seeing this from Kuzma, I think. Active, engaged, and being effective on the defensive end.
To the paint, here's James. Great pass to set up the lay-in. LeBron's got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Burks the pass to Embiid, and the layup's good off the glass. Embiid's got 11 points.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. To the middle, and James throws it down.
Well, he's fantastic at playing to his strengths. Doesn't get outside of himself. I mean, when he's scoring at an efficient clip like that, he's hard to stop.
Pass to Embiid. Second chance effort. Rebound the Lakers. Rondo looking around. At the elbow, it's James. Yep, that one goes in there. And now an 11-point Laker lead.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Harris outside. And stolen by Kuzma. Dishes it to James. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Morris. Green against James. The pass to Rondo. Shot clock at 5. Morris, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Burks. Sweet little floater. Burks has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Up top, Morris. Guarded by Embiid. Morris dishes to James. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one. The 76ers trail by 12. Outside Curry. Down low, Embiid. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Boy, if you can't appreciate how skilled Embiid is, you got a problem, and he's impossible for the defense to slow down.
LeBron is doubled. 3-pointer. Kuzma can't get it to go. The 76ers shooting about 42% so far. Here's Burks. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
We're looking now at some numbers from Montrezl Harrell. A very nice season for him last year. 5th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. Back to Waiters. Rondo against Curry. Out to Kuzma. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Kuzma's got his first 3 points of the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Los Angeles leading by 11. One thing about Kyle Kuzma, Clark, he's not a ball stopper. When he touches the ball, he is shooting it.
I would not disagree with you there, guys. He is fearless looking for a shot. He hunts his shot aggressively, and he's very efficient. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles, but the one thing I like about him is that he doesn't hold on to that ball long. He's going to make a quick, decisive move or get it out of his hands.
Morris finds Harrell. Waiters outside. Pass to Kuzma. And it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
Harris looking it over. High post Howard. Here's Thibault. They get the rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Well, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride in and enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization.
Waiters against Harris. Out to Kuzma. Fires from deep. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Simmons on the wing. He's covered by Rondo. And the rejection by Harrell. And here's Harris from the arc. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Boy, this is something that Harris has really enhanced in his game over time. Hard work, paying dividends.
Inside, it's deflected. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out a little flat. How do you get some energy for the second half?
You just got to go with the people that have energy. I feel like we are not the aggressors. We have to do whatever we're going to do through our defense, and so far it's been poor.
Brett, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 24 points, 3 assists, and 1 block. He seems to have carried the momentum from his last game right into tonight. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what you think?
Hey, we knew the King was going to come home and hold court. Tonight, a little extra. Whew. He gets anywhere he wants, any shot he wants. How old is this guy, 15?
And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Harrell in at the center, walking down the middle. Thibault, the pass to Harris. Simmons looking it over. Pass to Howard. Out of hand on it. Waiters outside. Passes it to Schroeder. A floater. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game. The pass to Simmons. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Simmons got the first field goal of the second half for Philadelphia.
You know, Simmons is working diligently at adding different wrinkles to his game, guys. He wants to evolve his catch-and-shoot game more.
Bounce pass, Harrell. Davis, and they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
He throw good, Davis. Look, we've talked about footwork, but a player's hands, how he catches, how he passes, his use of his hands are huge. And there are a couple guys out there that are great at that.
Kawhi Leonard has got some mitts unlike any other in the league. I mean, he's not that tall. He's long-armed, and his hands are humongous. That ball looks like a tennis ball in his hands. Not only are they big, they're good. He's active with them on defense, and he's very strong in how he handles the ball offensively. You know, I think about a guy in terms of maybe not size, but really good hands. Jokic, his hands are phenomenal.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it. They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Here's James, and the dunk by James.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Here's Thibault. He has 6. The drive by Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And here's James outside. The shot that time, not on target. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Right wing. Here's Thibault. Good D by LeBron.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Okay, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Simmons against Schroeder. Kicks it to James. Clock at 6. And it's Waiters at the elbow. Harrell trying to free himself up. Los Angeles with another miss. The 76ers trail by 6. Pass to Thibault. James against Simmons. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
That's good from Simmons.
Well, you look at Ben Simmons and that great body of his and the skills of a guard. That is an incredibly unique combination.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Harris with it. He's picked up by James. Harris misses. And Clark standing 6'10". Has there ever been a player Ben Simmons' size or bigger who could handle and pass like this?
I really don't think so, Kevin. Obviously, LeBron is 2 inches shorter and probably 15 pounds heavier. Giannis is more of a scorer than a passer and facilitator. Magic Johnson was the first of the true 6'8"-ish point guards. He might be the closest when you look at Ben Simmons, but man, he's special because of that size and passing ability.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for James. And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
And James drills them both.
And typically not this reliable at the line, but tonight he's been terrific.
Pass to Simmons. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Schroeder against Simmons. Waiters passes to Harrell. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Schroeder outside. LeBron left side. Waiters outside. Los Angeles with another miss. The 76ers trail by 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively, be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Here's Milton. He's guarded by Waiters. Here's Howard. Yep, that one goes. Howard's got his second basket of the night. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
LeBron kicks to Waiters. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. For 3, Harris. Offensive rebound with the second effort. No good from Howard.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Passes it to Davis. Over Harris. That shot missing. And the 76ers go the other way with it. That's tipped and stolen by LeBron. Fast break. Here they come. Good. Nice job down low. LeBron's got 6 in the quarter.
And, you know, for such a physically powerful player, guys, James also has a deft shooting touch. I mean, showing it off there.
Simmons with it. He's picked up by James. Here's Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 6 points for Howard.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Schroeder. Rebound by the 76ers. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now the pass to Simmons. He kicks to Harris. Looking to get it going, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And that one misses. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And he's good on the second.
Tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
Here's LeBron, sinks the 15-footer. LeBron's got 32 points in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Harris misses.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Outside, Simmons. Easy jumper from very short distance. Simmons got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Boy, the quickness by Simmons, breathtaking. So good at blowing by whoever's trying to stay in front of him.
Rondo against Simmons. Rondo gets the bucket.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Milton. Pass to Harris. Outside, Simmons. 4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Harrell. Now here's LeBron, guarded closely. Harrell finds James. Now Harrell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Waiters, and there's another one for the Lakers.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Pass to Harris. 1:57 left to play in the third. Back to Simmons. Wound up there for Howard, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. 76ers have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Curry's checked in for Philadelphia. And here is Howard. He has 6. 6 on the shot clock. Great D that time from Davis. Another shot, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Howard selling the up fake there, but not the worst thing to send him to the line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shot.
Free throw good, Howard.
And when you think of Howard, defense and rebounding immediately comes to mind. I mean, he knows his role and plays it pretty well.
And so Howard nails both of them. 1:31 left to play in the third. Rondo passes to Harrell. There's the dish to LeBron. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Simmons against Rondo. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
It really is a thing of beauty watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. I mean, he's a manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Here's James. Lays it up off the glass. LeBron's got 38 points.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Passes it to Harris. From the wing. They get it back. Tries again. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Dwight Howard.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
The 19-foot shot. Rebound by the 76ers.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
To the paint. And Waiters with the bucket on the assist by James. James has got 5 assists tonight. On the wing, Harris. No good on that one. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Los Angeles leading by 8. Howard is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Joel Embiid. And there's Seth Curry. And it's Thibault in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they got this team just a step away from being completely asleep. Great timing and recognition as Howard is able to go up for the alley-oop.
The pass to James, and stolen by Simmons. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons.